I met Toby during my second year in the university. I was struggling school fees, rent and feeding. Toby was like an angel. He helped me pay my fees and give me money for upkeep. I cooked for him, did his laundry, stay with him whenever he was in town. We weren't dating seriously, but we were exclusive, no other guy but him. My friend used to tease me and said I was acting like a wife already. My best friend Amaka came to visit me during semester break. She stayed with me for 2 weeks. Toby came over one of the days, and I introduced them. He barely said more than hi to her, or so I thought. A few months later, Toby started acting distant. Calls reduced, texts were dry, and whenever I asked if something was wrong, he'd say, "You're overthinking." Then, I opened Instagram one morning and saw the shock of my life. Toby and Amaka in pre-wedding photos. Yes, my man and my best friend. I felt like I couldn't breathe. I messaged her. She blocked me. I called him. He said, "It wasn't that, nothing serious between us. You knew that." I didn't eat for days after I found out. Toby, the man who once called me his queen, married my best friend without even warning me. No explanation, no goodbye, just a cold, painful silence. My friend and people around me kept saying, "Move on." But how do you move on from someone who built you up just to break you down? I healed in silence. But guess what? Life has its own way of balancing things. Just 6 months into their marriage, rumors started flying around. Amaka is cheating. She never really loved him, she just wanted his money. One day, a mutual friend called me and said, "Joy, you won't believe what Amaka did." I said, "Try me." She said Amaka had emptied his account and ran off with another man some Toby introduced her to. Toby was hospitalized, physically and mentally. He had a breakdown. I laughed. I didn't cry. I just sat there, remembering how he told me it wasn't that serious between us. Maybe it wasn't. But for me, it changed everything. I became colder, stronger, smarter. Sometimes I still wonder, did he ever think about me when it all crashed? But I guess we'll never know. A few weeks after the scandal, I got a message. It was from a private number. I ignored it, but the messages kept coming. Then one day, I saw this. "I'm sorry. I need to explain everything." It was Amaka. At first, I wanted to block her, but curiosity held me. We met at a small restaurant far from town, quiet. She looked tired, pale, nothing like the vibrant girl I once knew. She didn't even greet properly. She just sat down, looked at me and said, "You were the lucky one. I was just a desperate one." I didn't understand. She continued, "Toby was never my type. I just needed to escape my house. My family was forcing me to marry someone in the village. I needed money. And fast. The day I met him at your place, I could tell he liked me, so I used it." I was speechless. "It wasn't personal," she said. "I knew he was your man. I knew it would hurt you, but I didn't care at the time. I was too focused on surviving." I stared at her, fighting tears, not because of Toby, but because someone I called a sister could betray me that deeply. She said sorry and left. Since then, I never heard of her again. As for Toby, he left the country a few months later. No goodbye, no explanation. Just silence again. After everything, I told myself, no more love. I focused on me, got a small job, started saving, and slowly healed. That's when I met Shinadu. Calm, respectful, spiritual. He didn't rush me. He'd call just to pray. He listened, really listened. And he never asked for anything. For the first time in a long while, I felt safe. One day, I broke down and told him everything. The Toby story, Amaka, the betrayal. He didn't say much. He just said, "I'm not them, I'm here." Months passed. We got closer. One evening, he surprised me with a gift necklace on my birthday, and that same night, he asked me to be his girlfriend. I said yes. Life was good again. But life always has a twist, right? One random Sunday, we were at a restaurant and he stepped away to take a call. His phone buzzed again, and I accidentally caught the screen. A name popped up. Toby's mom. My heart skipped. I didn't want to overthink. So I asked him calmly, "Do you know anyone called Toby?" He paused, then sighed. I didn't want to bring it up, but yes, he's my cousin. I was numb. "Why didn't you tell me?" he said. "Because I met you before I knew who you were. I already liked you. And when I found out the story, I promised myself I'd treat you the way he should have." I walked out. I didn't say a word. He tried to explain. He begged. But my heart couldn't tell the difference between coincidence and betrayal anymore. And that's how I learned. Sometimes the past doesn't want to stay buried. The end.